So today we are going to do this sum. Have a look. 3 persons A, B and C together can do a piece of work in 36 days. Perfect. Now here are the other conditions. That's just the first part of the question. Let's see the other parts of the question. A and B together can do 5 times as much work as C alone. Okay, that's the one thing. I would call it as one battery of ratio. Here's the second battery. B and C together can do as much work as A alone. That is the second thing. Now, if these two things are clear, here's the third and most important thing. If A and C together can do n times as alone work as B alone, then what is the value of n? And here are our options. Let's go. So first thing, we knew that A plus B plus C can do the piece of work in 36 days. So it's A plus B plus C in 36 days. Okay. What else do we know? Now we know that A and B together can do 5 times as much work as C alone. What does that mean? A plus B and the ratio between A plus B and C is 5 times as much work as C alone. So if C is 1, then A plus B is 5. In the same way, we have got B and C together can do as much work as A alone. So we are taking, for them the efficiencies we are taking 1:1, because that would be the same work basically in one day. So here's the thing, B plus C and ratio A. B plus C ratio A. It would be 1:1. We have taken intentionally because the question says B and C together can do as much work as A alone. So if A does 1 unit of work in one day, B plus C would do the same work. Now we will settle the differences between these efficiencies, so we ultimately get the efficiencies for A, B and C, right? What do we do here? We take sum of different batteries and then multiply into each other. That's what we do. So we'll do it here. It is 2, so we will multiply it by 2. It is 6, so we will multiply it by 6. Ultimately we will get 10 and 2, and here we will get 6 and 6. Now you can see one thing, C's efficiency is 2. So if C's efficiency is 2, B would be 4. If A is 6, so B would be 4. That means we are clear in our strategy that we have ultimately got the ratio for A ratio B ratio C, which would be now A ratio B ratio C would be 6 ratio, we already know that B is 4 and C is 2. Okay, now it's the same thing, so it will be cancelling ultimately. 3, 2 and 1. That's the thing. That's the ratio for A ratio, B ratio, C. Now we have completed half of our sum. Now focus on the last thing, which is if A and C together can do n times as alone work as B alone, then what is the value of n? Read it again. A and C together can do n times as alone work as B alone. So if we already know B does 2 unit of work, and after this A plus C can do n times work. N times of 2 would be 2n. Okay. Now we know one thing very clearly, that if you add the efficiencies of A plus B plus C, you would get 6. 3, 2 and 1. 3, 2 is 5 and then 1. So it means this is also the efficiency of A plus B plus C. So it would be, this whole sum would be equal to 6. I hope you are getting my point here. Now 2n plus 2 would be equal to 6. Now you can solve this and you will get 2. That is the magic of mathematics, my friend. Here we have got the answer. The answer would be 2, option number B. Thanks for watching this video.